Maybe you've seen those videos online about making like $10,000 a month with Amazon KDP. I've only hit that once. It was $11,000. And in this video, I want to teach you how to make an additional $100 because that is where the foundation is to make money with Amazon KDP, right? If I go right into $10,000 a month, you're like, I haven't even set up my book account, Jenny, and I don't even know what books I want to publish. So in this video, I'm going to share with you particularly how my journey started because the first month on Amazon, I made $3.73. I mean, the reality, technically, I made $18.19, but I took that money and I turned on Amazon book ads and I was able to scale that to a whopping $124,000 in 3 years. Now, this is important for you to understand, especially if you're starting and you're wanting to make money online that is passive, meaning you do the work once and then you monitor it along the way. Some people might not classify that as passive, but I have a rental home. I was a wedding photographer, like making books and putting them on a website where 90 million monthly buyers are hanging out has been the most passive for me. So my name is Jenny Hansen Lane. If you'd like more tutorials like this, please like and subscribe. We're going to dive into what type of book to create and figuring out the price point of having a $3 royalty. So every day that it sells, you can make additional $100. That's literally all you need to start. So while I love all of the make $100,000 a month, make $10,000 a month, if you're not making any money, we've got to pull the curtain back and just talk about taking small steps to get started. So let's dive in. All right, so one of the most important things about making that first $100 is you have to be interested in the topic. The reason why this is important is because you will publish and you will keep publishing until you find a profitable niche. But throughout that time, you're going to get burnt out if you don't see results. And the only exception to that is if you're doing something that you enjoy. So we drove 4,600 miles in 18 days. We drove from the southern part of the United States all the way to the Rocky Mountains. We took a road trip. And if you've been following this channel, you know that I do that every couple of years with my kids. I have a lot of family that lives out west. So something that interests me is road trip games for kids. And I have kids, I have a teenager, I have two younger kids. And so I'm looking to publish things that I can make money off of, but also entertain my kids. So if you have kids, drop the word kids in the comments. I want to meet all you parents. If you are a kid, get your parent, watch this video. We're going to be talking about making that $3.69 a day that actually gets you over the first $100 mark for Amazon KDP. Now, here's a really important part about that is that we want our books to be 100 pages. And then we want to price our book at $9.99 so we get the margins to be able to scale. A 100-page book that is $9.99 USD is $3.69. Okay, so that's what we need to get going. But to be able to do that, we have to reverse engineer. We have to understand that Amazon is a buyer's platform. Okay, so you can see the green here. This is BookBeam that I have plugged in, and it's going to tell me on each book listing how much the book is making every single day. So this book is making $714 a day. But here's the tricky thing is they're making those royalties because they uploaded their book to Amazon as an Amazon seller. You can see there's no self-published button. So that's why they can actually make this on sale. Okay, so their list price is $7.99, but they are not going through Amazon KDP. Okay, so this is great for inspiration, but not for proven data that we want to follow after, right? So we're going to scroll down a little bit more. We're looking for the green rectangular oval circle thing right here. Okay, we're looking for this book was self-published. This gives us that confidence to say, you know what, this is working. So I'm showing you some examples just to show you how easy it is to make that first $100. Now, you might be thinking a travel game for kids, it's going to take time. It is, but that's why it's making $60 a day, okay? So I think that's really important to think about. And this book is only 90 days old, almost 120 days old, and it is already making $60 a day. So what I want you to do is look at what's working and then model your book after that. Let's actually click on this book to get more clues about what's making it successful. You're going to want to use similar keywords to what you see here. And what I typed in, road trip games for kids, age 10. This one is travel games for kids, okay? So there is room for you to use this exact keyword because it is in demand, and I'm using BookBeam to get that data, okay? So let's look at the cover. The benefits is that it has 90, actually a feature is that it has 90 games, okay? Let's scroll down here. Okay, so some of the features, quiet activities for kids. Do you think I could have used some quiet activities for kids on my 4,600-mile drive? Yeah. Okay. So let's see if it has A+ content. Okay, BookBeam also has this feature that lets us see the book history. Even though this book is only 90 days old, we can actually see that it did drop in sales when it first came out. Let's see. So it released on March 31st, and then they actually bought books. It's always good to buy your book to get an example of what it looks like to feel it in your hands, okay? And then the sales take off. So we actually don't know if they're running ads. I didn't see an ad for this one, but let's go down. You can see that people that are buying airplane books are also buying these books, okay? And so the difference is this is not an airplane book, and that's a great way to get this customers also bought, okay? Lets us know these three things are being bought together. Now, an interesting thing is once this book starts selling, lean in and figure out how to be the person that replaces these other ones. These guys are using ads to get there, and this book is not, which I think is neat, okay? Let's keep looking to see about their A+ content. A+ content is really where you're going to see your first $100 come in because you're actually painting a picture for the customer to have a good experience and know that they know what they're going to get. A lot of times people don't do A+ content and the customer doesn't know what they are going to get. And those split seconds make or break a sell, okay? There was a long time where I didn't do A+ content because I was doing lined notebooks and journals, and I felt like it was less relevant. But I recently started using Amazon's AI for A+ content, and the sales have increased. So even if you're just showcasing the outside of the book in a different way, I think that's important. And that's exactly what they're doing here with this first section. They're just saying, like, hey, you could buy this for road trips, flights, train, vacation. Like, it's really, really, really basic. Okay. So don't overlook that. Another thing here is this book might not be in color, and that might be something you think about. Let's see if it says that it's in color. I'm keeping here. I'm not seeing that it's in color. So you might think about that, the customers, the experience they're going to have if they get a book that's not in color, but you displayed it here. Just keep that in mind, okay? So this is one book you could absolutely start publishing by doing word searches. Drop in the comments if you'd like a word search tutorial. I can show you Instant Puzzle Maker and how we do that really quickly. But there is a format to this, right? There is a format to making something different. And mazes, you can use the Canva elements for mazes, and it can be really fun. Let's see what else they have. They have word searches, logic puzzles, mazes, crossword, math challenge, brain teasers, trivia, and riddles. Okay. So it's literally, they spent time on this book. It wasn't something they published in one day, but it had, you can see that it is reaping the benefits of that. Let's check out their pen name really quick just to get more ideas on what they're leveraging inside of their bookshop. Now, imagine you're going on a road trip. You're going on a road trip with me, right? We're going 4,600 miles, and if I'm driving, I'm in charge of the music. So if you were coming with me, we'd go in the store, we'd walk in the store together, create a fun land.
We'd walk in and we'd be like, wow, this has great books for our road trip. I'm going to get the travel game for kids. I'm going to get activity books for kids. Oh, I'm going to get this travel puzzle book. Like, do you see how these are so similar, but they're just iterating on it a little bit? That is the secret sauce on KDP. That is what gurus don't actually tell you. This is how you win a niche and you own a niche. Now, look here, 96 pages, right? Not a lot. I would raise this to $9.99 because they've already brought the value. Now, this book is a year old and they published it again. So keep that in mind of switching around pages and doing different things. This book does not sell every day, but it sells monthly. Okay. So really, really powerful stuff. Let me know what questions you have about making that first $100 a day, or $100, like your first $100 on Amazon KDP. I also want to know what type of book you're interested in. This is a puzzle book that I showed you, an activity book, a travel book. So I'd like to know what you're interested in publishing, because we could totally do more tutorials. But I just want to inspire you that pick things that are in demand. And let me actually show you how I find things in demand. Okay, so how I find things in demand. I type my ideas into BookBeam and I look for low competition. That's always what I want to focus on, okay? Right here, look, let's see. I'm looking at competition score. Travel games for kids 8 to 12. That's how I found that book. The reason why we do this is because we want to make this money organically, right? And we want to be able to have money to turn on ads. So we've got to get organic sales first if we want to reinvest our money back into our ads. Okay, here's another one. Travel activity. Oh, maybe let me know if I should start putting trending keywords in the comments of the videos or in the description. You'd actually have to write that request out for me when I do a tutorial, but I am more than happy to put a keyword in there so you know, like, hey, I can start studying from this. Now, I do have a coupon code for BookBeam that saves you 50% off your first month or 10% off an annual investment. But for those of you just getting started, like I get it. I made $3 my first month. So let me know how I can help you guys. I love you. I'll see you in the next video.